present from other evolvement of the name. Thus the difference between beginning and compassion is the end. Two different names for one and the same, so one before dark, the dark becomes the young dark, the door to all the ends. All the world is indeed that the beautiful is the all the world knows good. It's good that coexistence hand in hand and have not flickered, affecting the fire basic. The correlation of the long short, the curvature in time, the correspondence of nothing noticed. The core delineation of first and last is endless. Once the same performs effortlessly, the same teaches wordless lessons. He doesn't sound all the things he begins. He doesn't presume on what he does. He doesn't claim what he achieves. But he does he makes no line, he suffers no loss. Sowing the waters to stop from hiding and pricing of critters keeps people from stealing. Destroying other factions keeps people from making trouble. Thus roll the stage, empties the mind, but fills the song. Weakens the will, but strengthens the bones. By keeping the people from knowing or wanting, and those who know from getting back, he thus governs them all. The town is so empty, those who use it never become full again, and so deep as if it were an ancestor of us all. Knowing our edges, untying our tangles, something all life, moving our dust, and so clear as if it were present. I wonder whose child it is. It seems it was here before time. Heaven and earth are heartless, treating figures like straw dogs. Purpose is a sage, sweeping people like my arms, between heaven and earth, how, like a bellows. Frenzy, but means often inexhaustible. Each new increase is more hard than is it better to keep it short. If an excuse that doesn't die, they call it open. The open is not to be false creation, as real as God's unlearned soak. And we can't be out there. How can we know when there is a normal? The reason there is no normal is because they don't live themselves, something in the bread, process equals so bad, and nothing else. The open so fair, safe, subsequent, the reason, whatever. 50 times for this, like water, living with all effective people, choosing what others avoid, consideration of time, in the spirit, thinking with death, helping with kindness, speaking with truth, governing with peace, working with skill, moving with time, and because they don't compete, they don't time align. Instead of pulling more other stuff, well, you can make it sharper. When you help it last longer, houses will fall of credit. And then the rest is exactly like some powder. You will get down to fire. This is what heaven. Anything has to presence on law and wonder. Can you make it better as a baby? Can you make it up in your brain? That's when it is important. And the female after the difference in system that we get as leaders, people have control, this is not working. Pretty steps forward on how there's anything from the work. And for second complaint, it's all that make it public. When there are no ways for our house, spaces, any house, what existence makes something useful, that non-existence makes it work. Colors make our eyes blind. Things make our color fibers make our mouths numb, writing mountains make our minds wild, and figures make us break laws. Nothing will the stage for system that has eyes, as he picks us up with that. People search for ideals, faster about embodying our favor, just first feelings.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption. Make your I grow tired of waiting. Enemy contact. Weakening. I am healed. My warrior spirit burns. Is sated.
Those who succeed, we won't successful. Those who fail, they won't failure. We won't successful, we won't succeed too. We won't failure, we won't fail too. Who does not stand, who strives doesn't walk, who watches himself doesn't appear. Who displays himself doesn't flourish, who lies himself, chooses nothing, who praise himself doesn't lead on the road. They say too much food in time and case. Some things are simply bad, that's the kind of shine stone.
Tactical visor activated. I am restored. I am healed.
Sometimes we'll hard, sometimes we'll fall, sometimes 10, sometimes collapse, that was able to speak. Strategies to success, use the talent, help the team, that you guys will realize, that's what you will do,
Experience tranquility.
Our point is under attack. Let us welcome our
keeping those three notices, she's really cool. That's the honor of the left, or going on the left, start with the left, is what that sounds, the commander on the right, which means that's a feel, when you feel another, and I think it appears when the battle is going through, that it looks, the sound is never found, and then something that
Should have kept your head down.
I am restored.
See that which is unseen. Yuga wakateki wo kurau!
bad guy. Heads up.
I am
I've got you in my sights.
I teach too. Talents never choose injustice because I teach you the weakest thing in the world itself, the strongest thing in the world. It doesn't exist on who, but there is one. So you know, doing nothing succeeds. Teaching without words, succeeding without effort. You in the world, thank you for this. People on the home house, people on the center, people on the walls again, the people on the high responsibility for the red laws, who knows what happens, everything can know there's something happening with the one that's the ball. Seems complete, yet never wears that. All the same thing, the straightest thing seems crooked. The clever thing seems clumsy, the richest thing seems poor. I couldn't get work on false, so I don't to. Give me a perfectly filled it. Nowadays, foreign workforces in the European consider the compounds workforces are based on the I was working with the that the long is very distant from the first school and things that most people think of being into street and thinking but I'm doing that is still looking out for work. I'm looking at the game and the harder to do also on earth for people. But the news that seems succeeded at pride. Those who seek learning and those who seek the learning idea. The news that losing third time can do nothing means that not them. The news that there's some who seek the room. Because of the mother that is going to be the goodness of the people This is called a dark virtue. The world has a maiden she who's the world's mother, who knows the mother, understands the child, who's the mother safe, and lives without trouble, who walks everything, who closes the gate. Who's about full of the blocks that overlay the levels and fears. Who is without hope, who sees the small, has vision, who protects the weak, has strength, who uses the light, who trusts his vision. Those beyond death, this is a thing law. The rest sufficiently wise, I would follow the great way, only fear no less trade. The great way is smooth, but people love highways, their houses are spotless, their fields are underground, their granaries are empty. They wear fine clothes and carry fresh words, they pirate food, and possesses no one communities, one robbery, the robbery is not the way. What is planted right is not wicked. What is held right is not left away. Creature generation, worship it forever. Cultivated in the self virtue becomes real. Cultivated in the family virtue multiplies. Cultivated in the village virtue increases. Cultivated in the state virtue prospers. Cultivated in the world virtue abounds. Thus view the self through the self. View the family through the family. View the village through the village. View the state through the state. View the world through the world. How do we know what the world is like through this? He who contains virtue's abundance resembles neighboring child wasps. Don't sting him. Beasts don't claw him. Birds of prey don't carry him off. His bones are big. So-called rising, who knows how to be endured, who knows how to endure these lives, who offenses life, tense life, who agree with his will, the strong, whatever, with the means of gracious isn't the way unnecessarily. Those who know don't fight, those who talk him now, seal it up and close the gate, all the agents, and will stop in the line, no one does this, hold it up, and you're trying to be busy, can't do anything, can't be healthy, can't be harmed, can't be exalted, can't be debased, thus does the world exalted. Use direction to guide the country, using direction to fight war, using action to rule the world, how do we know this works? The great prohibitions, the poor, the people are sharpen the weapons that are better around the smartest game, the strangers out on the planet, the better, the figure, the thieves. Thus the stage clears, eyes change nothing, and the people transform themselves, eyes stay still, and the people like themselves, nothing, the people raise themselves out, nothing, the people simplify themselves. We are governments, the people are nothing, we are governments, the people slip away, happiness, risk, misery, times of happiness. The female conquers and they all already spell community will already great state that is lower governed, the small state that is lower governed by the great state. Some will themselves to govern, some will themselves to be governed. The great states only desire is found high, or some unite and lead the small states only desire is to control and serve others, to provoke the few desire grace and feel. The town of creation is a sanctuary, treasured by the good, keeps the battle alive. Beautiful words, high good price, and noble deeds, might be gift. I think many people are baptizing, almost it's easy to rule well, it's useful, it's easy to plan before the rise, it's easy to break laws, right? It's easy to disperse one small act before it exists, better than over bills. A giant tree grows from a tiniest shoot, a great tower rises to prominence, it dirt, 1,000 objects may be wings at your feet, but the act is to fail, to control is to lose, therefore sleep doesn't have teeth, that's doesn't fail, doesn't control, because doesn't lose when people pursue his hands, always fail near the end, care to end as well as the start means, and failure is safe, but speaks when no man once speaks. He doesn't cry, he's hard to get good, he studies when no one studies, he turns to where others pass by, to help all things be natural, be blessed. There is not that. Thank you, Masters of the Great Family, and the people in the dark will get to be the hundred of the dreams around the knowledge, that evil, the very evil, but not understood. We do not receive these things, we do not receive these things, we do so there's a meaning to it, which is perfect harmony, reasons we have not really, because it's much more that's a frustration that we people here to speak as if we I think that we should act because the people are not burdened when he's in front of the people are not hindered, that where he's pushing him forward because he doesn't struggle, no one can struggle against him. The world calls me great, but useless because I am great. I am useless. If I were of use, I would have stayed small, but I possess three treasures. A treasure in the Holy versus compassion, second is austerity. Third is reluctance to excel. Because I'm compassionate, I can be valiant. Because I'm austere, I can be extravagant. Because I'm reluctant to excel, I can be cheap of fools that I have compassion for value, austerity for extravagance, reluctance for supremacy. I would die. Compassion wins every battle. And outlast every attack. I think it's what I have to protect any time. Because that was a problem. Perfect woman was totally perfect teacher with a hostile, perfect commander at the point. This is where not addressing this review. Sharp analysis in time, uniting in time. And in the very thing, there's the best out of the advanced and the victors needs to follow the point. We're all the best, and I think it's also it's working at the without any view. Doesn't come sorry, you can master most all overdales. Only those you can understand, you can employ them. No one can understand them, no one can employ them. Words have an ancestor, deeds have an ancestor, because they don't understand, because they don't understand me, where are they? Understand me, thus I understand to be stated before, wears fool's cloth, and keeps his jade inside, to understand it, not understand his transcends, not to understand it, understand as a person. The reason sage is not affected is because he treats Christian as a Christian, hence he is not affected. When people no longer fear, fear greater, people fear, don't respect, people do well, don't suppress, not people live as they are suppressed. Don't repress. Doesn't say himself, it doesn't himself, he holds himself, but he doesn't exalt himself. Doesn't cancers, ones that have had work, ones who have had sons, friends in the industry that have assaulted them, that heaven is always in this message of life, but nothing scares that people no longer fear death. Why do we threaten to kill them when others fear death? Instead of occurs, and we catch and kill them. Who else will dare, as long as people fear death? Execution roads, as to kill, execution spaces, to take the carpenter's place, we take the carpenter's place, down to hurt his hands. The reason that people are hungry is because those above every above levy so many taxes, such that people are hungry. And the reason that people are hard to rule is because those above are so much so people are hard to rule. The reason that people think little death is because those above think so much life. Those people think little death, meanwhile those who nothing to live are more esteemed than those who love life. When people are born and they are stopped on their earth, their heart is different points to shoot forth and they are stopped and going down. The religion from Atlas said the harness one always the destruction of the follows away from the army becomes strong, such as the people becomes hard sinners. The harness one will below, such will above the way of heaven is like scourging, above shooting above, calling down the high, looking at the low, forcing the long, linking the short, the way of heaven takes from the long, becomes the short like the way of them, escaping from the short and giving the long, leaving from the long and getting the way, and goes to find the way that's the stage. There's not the dream on what he does, or from what he keeps, as he chooses to hide still. Nothing in the world is weaker than water, but against the high and strong, nothing excels it. When nothing changes, soft becomes the hard, the weak becomes the strong. This is something everyone knows, but no one was able to find this as a sage of place, and accepts that country's disgrace. We call the Lord of Soul, and bring such a country's misfortune, we call the king of the law under heaven. The high words that sound upside down. Who's all the greatest? This be issue how can this be moved? As the sage holds the left marker, he makes that time on others. As the virtuous oversee markers of virtuous, to receive taxes like heaven favors no one, but always helps is good. And I just want to say that's not let there be labor saving tools that are used that people consider death and not be thought, let there be birth and cards for no reason, and that every honor weapons for no reason, and not people until reason, nothing sets with their feet, and please with the clothing and content with their friends, justice, with their these things, and more people fear its God, since you can send about their lives about making my beliefs. True words are beautiful because beautiful words are true. The good are eloquent, the eloquent are good, the wise are knowing, the Lord are wise, the sage, and he knows nothing, but the more he does for others, the greater his existence, the more he gives to others, the greater his abundance, the way of heaven is held without harm, and the way of the sage is to act without struggling.
Act without struggling. That makes sense.